Well, I mean, we've always wanted, you know, for speaking selfishly for River Road, we've always tried to do films that, and certainly Participant as well, films that kind of mean something or make a difference in the wider world, not just about one particular subject or anything like that. And I think this film does that. Hopefully people will find it a very relevant film, not just for the time that it dealt with, but for a lot of kind of issues in society and the culture and in history as well. That's why I was drawn to it. We saw a lot of scripts and projects dealing with the war or the Bush administration or various things, and we've always shied away from them because they always seemed too timely, too much about that particular incident. This seemed to transcend what the Zuckers did, Jez and John Henry. They created a script that was kind of, again, more universal. It dealt with issues that would be relevant 40 years from now. It's more, not to say Shakespearean, but it's kind of, it deals with that kind of abuse of power and the impact on individual lives and things like that, that I thought would be very, very relevant. And I think Doug and Janet and Jerry, everybody involved in the film, felt that way, that it transcended just that, the Bush administration or the current events nature of it, and was kind of had a long life, so to speak. So. And I think it does have to do with that kind of the espionage factor, finding out something about somebody that you didn't know, or getting to experience a life that seems very exotic and very clandestine or whatever, a secret. And you know, through all the espionage or secret agent films or all that kind of thing, the thrillers that dealt with that kind of thing all through the history of cinema, that's always been intriguing. It is kind of, it's great, obviously, from our standpoint. We believe that this is a true story, and it's the real thing where you've got a woman who's leading this double life, who's living in this world and having to lie to her friends basically every day through her whole career. And suddenly, so there's that element of the story, which is very exciting and intriguing on its own. Then you've got again, the political aspect of it, but then you've got this personal aspect when her cover gets blown and what happens to her personal life, how that impacts her. So it was a kind of a trifecta, kind of, so to speak, of dramatic. Again, Valerie, when I first met her and all that, you know the history, and you're sitting down with her and having dinner or whatever, and she's super charming, and you're wondering, is she doing is she doing what she did to all the other people? No, but I think she's just naturally charming, and that's part of her attraction, part of what made her successful in what she did.